This installation was inspired by loss, remembrance and commemoration, and is really responding to the number of armed forces killed in Afghanistan since 2001. The easy way of producing a number of objects is to cast them, which a lot of ceramicists do. But I wanted this to be a much more intimate process, and that could only really be achieved by throwing the objects on the wheel, which meant that I could treat each vessel individually. Currently, there are 444 vessels that are part of this installation. I chose to use porcelain because it's delicate, it's seemingly fragile, but it's actually one of the most durable bodies you can find. Each piece of clay weighs 300 grams, the average weight of the human heart, and that provided the uniformity that I needed to respond to the nature of the armed forces. So whilst each object is individual, it all starts from the same amount of clay. I wanted to keep the surface decoration as simple as possible and really to let the whiteness of the porcelain speak for itself. But I wanted the title, the inscription, the last full measure of devotion, to be inscribed on the inside of every vessel. I also wanted a little transfer print of the service medal ribbon to be pinned to the chest of each mug. And alongside that is the age of each soldier killed. The final touches of the gold lustre was really to allow these objects to sing and dance in the light, which I hope will happen in the Lady Chapel. Once I'd made a number of the vessels, I realised that the impact of such tiny objects within the space of a cathedral, that maybe being placed on the floor, it would be a difficult angle for people to really view them and to really contemplate on them. So I had the idea of creating a set of kneeling cushions, because that would then give people the choice to kneel down in an act of supplication, which some people may not like. They might find that challenging. But I also then felt I needed to put something worthwhile on the cushions. And I came across this poem, The Cost, by a Second World War veteran that I felt still was very relevant in the current conflict. This installation is not intended to be beautiful. It's intended for people to come, to sit quietly, to stop and think, to run their eyes across the landscape that it creates, which again is enhanced by the fact that each vessel is different. And it's a chance for people to just consider what's happened here, what's the number of lives that are lost, and really to think about the words of the poem, and to just take that time to stop and remember and be thankful.